Good morning students, I am Ashmi Prasad and creator of this channel Digital Generation. This channel is regarding chapter wise preparation for both ICSE and CBSE students. I hope you will get best knowledge and explanation from this channel. So we will study our next topic, characteristics of elements in a group. There is also variation in the properties of the elements in a group, like valence electrons, valency, size of the atom, metallic character, chemical reactivity and nature of the oxides. So first we will study about the valence electron. Valence electrons means the number of electrons that are present in the outermost cells. So as we move from top to bottom in a group, we will see that all the elements have the same number of valence electrons, and so the valency of all the elements in a group are same. They do not have consecutive atomic number, but the number of valence electrons are same, and hence the valency of the elements in a group are same, and thus for this reason the elements have the same chemical properties in a group. For example, group 1 elements or alkali metal elements like lithium, sodium, potassium and francium, they all have one valence electron and they have the same chemical properties. So these elements easily lose one electrons and forms positively charged ion. So these group 1 elements are known as monovalent because they loses one electrons and forms positively charged ion. Group 1 elements are metal because they loses electrons and forms positively charged ion. Group 2 elements like beryllium, magnesium, calcium, they loses 2 electrons and forms positively charged ions. So they have 2 valence electrons in the outermost cells. So the fundamental difference between the group 1 elements and group 2 elements is that group 1 elements has 1 valence electron, whereas group 2 elements has 2 valence electrons. So the valency of group 1 element is 1, whereas the valency of group 2 element is 2. Group 2 elements are also metal because they loses 2 electrons and forms positively charged ion. Similarly, group 13 elements like aluminum also has 3 valence electrons and has valency of 3. Group 14 elements have 4 valence electrons. Group 15 elements have 5 valence electrons. Group 16 elements have 6 valence electrons, and group 17 elements or halogen group has 7 valence electrons. Group 18 elements have 8 valence electrons and they are inactive or inert. We will see that group 17 elements or halogen group have 7 valence electrons. So it will accept 1 electron from the other substances and will form negatively charged ion or non-metal. So group 17 elements or halogen group are also known as monovalent atom, but group 17 elements are non-metal, whereas group 1 elements are metals. Now we will see about the valency of the elements in a group. The valency of the elements in a group are same, so they have the same chemical property. So group 1 elements have 1 valency, group 2 elements have 2 valency, group 13 elements have 3 valency, and so on. Now we will see how to find the group of the elements when the valence electrons are given. When the valence electrons are 1 or 2, then they will belong to the same group, group 1 or group 2 respectively. But when the valence electrons are 3 or more than that, then we will add 10 with the valence electron. For example, when the valence electron is 1, then the elements belong to group 1. When the valence electrons are 2, then elements belong to group 2. But from 3 onwards, when the valence electrons are 3, then the elements belongs to group 3 valence electrons plus 10 is equal to 13 group. When valence electrons are 4, then they belong to 14th group. When valence electrons are 5, then they belong to 15th group. When valence electrons are 6, then it belongs to 16th group. When valence electrons are 7, then it belongs to 17th group. When valence electrons are 8, then it belongs to 18th group. Thus we add 10 with the valence electron. This is because the elements of group 3 to group 12 are transition elements. So to find the group of the elements after 3 valence electrons, we will add 10 with the valence electron, then we will get the group of that element. Now we will study about the size of atom in a group. in a group, or when we move from top to bottom of a group, the size of the elements increases. This is because there is an addition of one electron cell at each step. So the group 1 elements like lithium has only K and L cells because it has atomic number 3, and lithium is smallest in size, whereas the last element francium is biggest in size, as because the size of the atom increases downward in a group. Then comes sodium, then potassium. So among lithium, sodium and potassium is biggest in size, whereas lithium is smallest in size. This is because lithium has only 2 cells, K cells and L cells. Again, sodium has atomic number 11, so it has 3 cells. Potassium has atomic number 19, so it has 4 cells. K, L, M, N. Thus we can see that each step, or as we go downward in a group, the number of electron cells increases in a period, and so the atomic size of the elements also increases as we go downward in a group. Similar is the case with the non-metals also. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Fluorine is smallest in size, whereas iodine is biggest in size. Thus the atomic sizes increases downward in a group because the electron cell increases at each level. There is also another reason why the size of the atom increases in a group. As we go downward in a group, the number of electron cell increases at each step, and so the nucleus of the atom goes deeper and deeper inside. As the nucleus goes deeper and deeper inside, so the force of attraction between the nucleus and the electrons becomes lesser and lesser, so it cannot pull the valence electrons and decrease the atomic radius. Thus the size of the atom increases in a group. Now let's see what happens to the metallic character of the elements in a group. When we move downward in a group, the metallic character of the element increases. For example, in group 1 of the periodic table, lithium, sodium, potassium, francium. Lithium is least metallic, whereas francium is most metallic. Or we can say that the electropositivity of the element increases downward. So lithium is least electropositive, whereas francium is most electropositive in nature. Now we will explain why this happens. When we move downward in a group from top to bottom, then the number of electron cell increases, and as the electron cell increases, the nucleus becomes deeply situated, and so the force of attraction between the nucleus and the electron decreases. So metals can easily lose electrons and take part in the chemical reactions. So metals easily form positive charge ion, and thus the metallic character of the elements increases in a group. So among these 3 alkali metals, lithium, sodium and potassium is most metallic or most electropositive than sodium, and sodium is more electropositive or more metallic than lithium. Similarly, in group 2 metals also, beryllium, magnesium, calcium. Calcium is most metallic or most electropositive, whereas beryllium is least electropositive or least metallic in character. Now we will see what happens to the non-metals in a group. The non-metallic character in a group decreases, or electronegativity of the elements decreases in a group. For example, in group 17 or halogen group of the elements, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, the size of the atom increases. Now, as the size of the atom increases in a group, the electron affinity of the nucleus also decreases, so it becomes difficult for the metals in a group to gain electrons, as because the nucleus is deeply situated and its power of attraction or the tendency to gain electrons also decreases. Thus the non-metallic character in a group decreases. So the fluorine is the most electronegative or most non-metallic in nature, whereas iodine is least electronegative or least non-metallic in nature. Thus we can see that the non-metallic character or the electronegativity of the non-metal decreases in a group. This is because the electron affinity of the nucleus decreases, as because the size of the atom increases and nucleus is deeply situated in the atom. Now let's see what happens to the chemical reactivity of the elements in a group. The chemical reactivity of the element increases in a group. So the element which is present at the top of the group is least chemical reactive, whereas the element which is present at the bottom of the group is most reactive. This happens in the case of metals only. For example, in group 1 or alkali metal group 2 or alkaline earth metal, the chemical reactivity increases as we go downward. So lithium is least reactive, whereas francium in group 1 is most reactive. Among these three alkali metals, lithium is least reactive and potassium is most reactive. Potassium is reactive than sodium, and sodium is reactive than lithium. Thus we can see that in a group, or as we move downward in a group, the chemical reactivity of the metals increases. This is because the tendency to lose electrons by the atom increases, and so the metals easily form positive charge ions and thus can take part in the chemical reaction. Thus we can conclude that the chemical reactivity of the metal increases downward in a group. Now let's see in the case of non-metals. The chemical reactivity of the non-metal decreases in a group, just the opposite of the metal. So the non-metal which is present at the top of the group is most reactive, whereas the non-metal which is present at the bottom of the group is least reactive. For example, in group 17 or halogen group, we can see that fluorine is present at the top, which is most reactive, and iodine which is present at the bottom is least reactive. Thus we can say that the chemical reactivity of the non-metal decreases in a group. This is only because the electron affinity of the nucleus decreases, and so the tendency of the non-metal to gain electron decreases. So the non-metals could not accept the electrons and take part in the chemical reaction. Thus the chemical reactivity of the non-metal decreases in a group. Now we will study about the nature of oxides. The nature of oxides of the elements in a group remains the same because they have same number of valence electrons, and so they have same valency in a group, and thus the chemical properties of all the elements in a group are same. So all the elements in a group have same nature of oxides. For example, group 1 elements of all the metals are basic in nature, whereas group 17 elements are acidic in nature. The group 1 elements like lithium, sodium and potassium forms basic oxide, whereas group 17 elements which are non-metals forms acidic oxide. In our next video, we will discuss some important questions or hot questions from this chapter periodic table. Thank you for watching my video, and if you find my video useful, please do like and share my video and subscribe my channel to get the latest update of my videos. And if you have any doubt regarding this topic, comment below. I will try to answer as early as possible.